what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down, here's the run with Cook. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and a yard. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 with the 6. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second and a couple, Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd and 1, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they'll try to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Dillon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Again, it'll be Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Touchdown, Bills! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
46.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A final shot before half for Allen. And Cook has it left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Allen now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running right through it. Runs through another. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs.
Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On play action, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Allen going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cook.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Singletary.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Singletary again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back more. Inside. Hey, 88.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He completes it to the tight end Knox. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Tackle there by Saran Neal out of Jacksonville State.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was true.